As chair of the Finance Committee, with me, I have Jeff Hallinan, who is a committee member. Our other committee member, Tom Duval, is absent. And we also have the mayor in the audience, the president of council, Barry Keller, and then with us also the auditor, Mark Bidwell. So we will go ahead and get started. The minutes were sent out from our December 2nd meeting. Any changes or
No
corrections?
changes. I'll make a motion to accept them.
Okay,
As
motion
is.
by Jeff Hallinan. I will go ahead and second that. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, same sign. All right, Melissa, could you get us started by reading A under new business?
An ordinance amending chapter 123.01 of the codified ordinances of the city of Circleville, establishing the position of clerk of council and declaring an emergency.
Thank you. So this, like she indicated, is for the position of clerk of council. It is a non-union, non-supervisory, unclassified position with a pay range of $23.60 to $28.32 per hour. And that's really about it. I don't know, Barry, did you have anything you wanted to add for that?
Sure. This is a cleanup from the comp plan.
Yep.
So past practice has been from myself and Council President Crawford that the clerk was paid an hourly salary to do committee work, but that was never in writing anywhere. This cleans that up. And also, like the comp plan, the employees were retro to June 1. This were retro Melissa's hours to June 1. Just the addition, not full
Yes,
pay,
right.
just the additional raise to June 1. So that's what this is cleaning up, to make it now in writing, if you will, how the clerk is to be paid.
Does that still have the
Original 5,000,
right? And then the hourly out.
and the
outside
hours
of
for
that,
the committee. work.
all outside of that.
Now
Okay,
the-
good.
And then I'm glad you brought that up, Jeff.
Yeah.
So the salary for the clerk's position will be readjusted when we appoint a new clerk at the start of the new term.
Okay.
Any other questions or comments?
About to make a motion to forward this to council.
February 4th.
February 4th. She's already on. With recommendation for passage.
All right, so there's a motion on the floor from Jeff Hallinan. I will second that. Melissa, can we please do a roll call?
Hedges,
Yes?
Hallinan.
Yes.
Thank you. So that will move on to February 4th. All right, B, please, Melissa, if we can read.
An ordinance amending chapter 123.01 of the codified ordinances of the city of Circleville, establishing the position of assistant clerk of council and declaring an emergency.
Thank you. So very similar to the previous one. Again, non-union, non-supervisory, and an unclassified position. This shall be with a rate of $23.60 to $28.32 per hour upon passage. Very similar, but Barry, do you have anything additional?
Yeah, so Mark caught this. So again, when the comp plan was passed, the assistant clerk's position was removed from the comp plan. So there was no position for assistant clerks to be paid. So this now will establish the pay range for the assistant clerk. We don't have an assistant clerk. We need an assistant clerk. And once this ordinance passes, we will post that job opening on the city website and accept resumes for an assistant clerk's position.
Additional questions or comments?
Nope.
Motion?
Make a motion to forward this to council on February the 4th with recommendation for passage.
All right, motion by Jeff Hallinan, seconded by myself. Melissa, can we please do a roll call?
Hedges,
Yes?
Hallinan.
Yes.
Thank you, and that too will move forward. All right, C,
Resolution approving the application to add certain parcels of real property to the Circleville New Community Authority District and to amend the petition for establishing of the Circleville New Community Authority as a new community authority under Chapter 349 of the Ohio Revised Code and declaring an emergency.
thank you. So this resolution, as well as D and E, are somewhat related together. This is kind of the next step in that process. Barry, do you want to speak to it?
Sure. So this resolution, along with the next two, is a result of the public hearing that was held related to the three projects that are spelled out. This is the final step of creating the NCA for these three identified properties.
Questions or comments regarding that?
Nope.
If not, is there a motion?
Make a motion to forward this on to council on February the 4th with recommendation for passage.
All right, motion by Jeff Hallinan, seconded by myself. Melissa, can we please do a roll call?
Hedges,
Yes.
Hallinan.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Okay, and if we can do D?
Resolution approving the application to add certain parcels of real property to the Circleville New Community Authority District and to amend the petition for establishment of the Circleville New Community Authority as a new community authority under Chapter 349 of the Ohio Revised Code and declaring an emergency.
Okay, so very similar. Again, this is a different plot of land. Questions from Jeff?
Nope.
Nope.
Same thing, different parcel.
Yep.
I recommend passage, forwarded to the council on February 4th.
Motion by Jeff Allen and seconded by myself. Can we please do a roll call?
Hedges.
Yes.
Hallinan.
Yes.
All right, and that will move forward as well. Last one under this group would be E, please.
Resolution approving the application to add certain parcels of real property to the Circleville New Community Authority District and to amend the petition for establishment of the Circleville New Community Authority as a new community authority under Chapter 349 of the Ohio Revised Code and declaring an emergency.
Thank you. So this is the third parcel. Questions, comments, Jeff?
Same deal. Forward this on as well, through everything that we've heard, and to the next meeting on February 4th with recommendation for passage.
So motion by Jeff Allen and seconded by myself. Melissa, can we roll call?
Hedges.
Yes.
Hallinan.
Yes.
Thank you very much. All right, and if you could please read our last new business, F.
An ordinance amending the annual appropriation ordinance and the capital improvement 0.4% income tax fund, 206 safety forces 0.5% tax fund, 212 safety forces 0.5% tax fund, 227 waterworks operating fund, 808 waterworks improvement and extension fund, 819 and sanitary sewer operating fund, 909 of the city of Circleville.
Thank you very much. So this is our first housekeeping ordinance of the 2025 fiscal year. It is for a total of $157,437.11. A couple of things to call out before I turn it over to the auditor. Of the total, there is about $23,000, almost $24,000 in grant reimbursement for an engineering grant. We have $20,000 in paramedic training that we're investing into the safety forces, and the majority of the other lines are increases to the original budget. Mark, do you want to speak to anything specifically?
Yeah, just to kind of give you an idea of what the increased original budget. Some of these numbers were not gathered prior to the budget being done for the utilities. So this is just to get them to where they should have been at the beginning of the year. And then other than that, yeah, Katie, you covered everything else. So and if you have any questions, just let me know.
I was just going to ask Mark, what was the lands and buildings, the 15,000 and 808?
Basically, they have a land and buildings that they use every year. So if they purchase something for the utilities permit, they've always had a line of usually around 45,000 or something like that for lands and buildings, and they purchase easements or something like that.
Do you have any questions?
I do not.
Questions, President Keller? Nothing? All right, is there a recommendation?
I recommend forwarding this on to the next council meeting, February 4th, with recommendation for passage.
All right, motion by Jeff Allen and seconded by myself. Melissa, can we please do a roll call?
Hedges.
Yes.
Hallinan.
Yes.
All right. That concludes the new business we have. We do have, while I don't have a date, there will be another piece of finance that needs to come forward in the next couple of weeks. So as soon as we have a date for that, I will announce that. President Keller?
Yeah, I just want to note during this meeting, I'm aware of 2 absences at the next city council meeting on February the 4th. So we will not pass any legislation on first reading. They'll all have to be held for a second reading, which would be on February the 18th.
There will be one absence on the 18th.
Now there will be 2 absences on the
Oh,
18th.
shoot.
Okay,
I have a
so
work meeting that night.
how about,
Found out.
I need to check because I don't know if Audrey will be back on the 11th. You mean, because we could call a special council meeting for the 11th, which is the second Tuesday, but I don't think she's back. So we'd still have 2 absences on the 11th.
Yeah, I won't be there on the 11th either.
Okay,
I'm going to the Michigan Purdue game.
okay. So no Jeff then on the 18th.
Yep.
So that means everything will then go for a third reading, which would be March the 4th. And I don't anticipate Tom back by then
But it'll be third reading, so we don't need any,
to suspend the rules.
Right.
no.
so it'll be fine.
So we'll do some double checking around urgency where we could potentially have a third reading on the 25th.
25th of
February,
February.
4th Tuesday.
That's probably,
I'm just trying to accommodate the request from the administration or
Yeah.
anything. So once, I'm just thinking out loud here. Jeff, you're no on the 11th as well?
right.
Okay.
February got jam packed pretty quick.
Okay.
Oh, and I won't be there that last week of February either. We have a national meeting. I'll be in Chicago.
Well, that's what, on the 25th?
Yeah, February.
So I'll do some checking with other members and we'll see where the timing works out to get these pieces of legislation passed.
Yeah.
Okay?
My apologies on that. Other nights could work though, so let me know what you find out.
On the week of the 24th?
No. On the week of the 18th, well, you'd have a regular meeting. On the week of the 11th, if you're going to try to put one in there, I could do a different night.
Well, I just got to see where Audrey's at.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll check.
All right.
Thank you. Thanks for
Anything else? So sorry about that. Anything else for finance? If not, is there a motion to adjourn?
I motion to adjourn.
Motioned by Jeff Hallinan, seconded by myself. We are adjourned at 5:16.